perhaps play a little game called Just the Tip. Just for a second, just to see how it feels.
Was the first goal when something special happened? Because I think it was. Was it the first goal? I think it was.
The first goal was when Bergeron threw the net off.
Yeah, I think this is a little bit of a. We might have just the tip here.
You think this is a tip?
That's how I saw it. It was hit it, and I'll explain. Hit it.
Since
and
we're
I'll
doing
explain.
every segment tonight,
Hit it and
here
I'll
it is.
explain.
Just the tip. All right, you explain to me how this goal where there was no net on is a tip.
Okay, well, here's what happened, man. Here's what I saw. When it was Mitch that shot it, I believe, and the net was coming off, but the way it went into the net, the way that I saw it was that there was just a little tip. It was a nice little tip. It looked like he was just like, yeah, I'm just looking a little bit, got a tiny little bit tip on. I'm going to get a little bit of a tip on this. Just a little tip. That's what I saw, man. I saw Tavares, like he was really calm. He knew exactly where the puck was going. And he just put his stick in the right location for a little tip. That's what I saw. Did you not see that?
Okay, yes, I did see that. Like when they broke down the replay and everything, and they were
100 times waiting for the call to come back.
Yeah, like I saw the little tip. I guess I was more focused on did the puck cross the goal line?
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But I did. But I guess you're right. It was. I mean,
I was getting furious. I'm like, how you can't call back a little tip like that.
Yeah, but I mean, what do you call a tip like that? A baby tip? That was tiny tip?
That was a nice.
What was that?
That was a little tip. That was just usually Tavares has got a hard, firm, aggressive tip. He's like, you know what? I'm hard on it. I'm aggressive. He's like, I got to put my clock back tonight. I'm just gonna get a little tip. Little tip.
I'm getting an extra hour's sleep tonight. Just a little tip.
He said, look, I'm going to go home and work on the clock. I better put a little tip in here.
And then when he was done with his little tip, he just kicked that puck. He just kicked it away.
So I don't know, like maybe you didn't see it, but I saw the tip. And
all right, I'll give you this.
Chad, when I see a tip, it's a tip, regardless of how it goes. A tip's a tip, dude. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. That was a tiny soft.
It might be the soft tip. Might be the softest, tiniest tip we've ever had. But hey, a tip is a tip, and we can't deny a tip.
Yeah,
that's it.
No, hey, I give it to you. That was just the tip. So we two segments already. 2 seggies down. 2 more to go.
And
even a touch on who's the boss. I mean, this podcast is fired up tonight.
We're fired up.
We've had double stashes. Tony Danza, who's the boss? A soft tip with no net. I mean,
Mr. Seaver has made an appearance.
Mr. Seaver's made an appearance. We don't know where this is going to go. One more thing on the tip. I think I figured it out. Is this a Red Shoe Diaries tip?
Oh, yeah, I'd say. I think it is.
Okay.
I think so.
David Duchovny, like,
why not bring Duchovny into the conversation?
It's there.
We're throwing everything tonight. So,
but the thing about Red Shoe Diaries was you knew what was going on, but you didn't see what was going on.
Oh, you couldn't see it. You couldn't see the.
You couldn't see it. Well, that was kind of that tip tonight.
That's right.
Like it happened. Did it happen?
But this is the thing. If you just look at the right angle, you can just see the tip. You can just slightly see it.
So
just like Duchovny.
It's totally red. Yeah, it's Red Shoe Diaries.
Yeah, David Duchovny would have been all over this tip. He would have, all over it.
He would have pulled out the Red Shoe Diary and wrote about this.
He would have wrote a full episode just on this little tip in front of the net. It would have been great. But
I see it now. I see it. If you put some like blinds blowing in the wind in front of this tip, I see it. I see it. Anyway, 1-1.
John Tavares, his first goal of 2 on the night. But
hey there, Dale here. Did you like that video? Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. While you're here, why don't you take a look around at some of our other videos? If you want to listen to the audio version of our podcast, we are available on all podcast platforms. You can check in the description below for links to our website and all our other social media. And if you want to support our podcast, you can do so by going to our Patreon page, and you can find a link to that as well. And if you love a good tip in as much as we do, we are going to be bringing you the best content all season long, only on the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast.
Perhaps play a little game called Just a Tip. Just for a second, just to see how it feels.